Leo, welcome to your mid-September General Love Tarot reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a General Love Tarot reading for the sign of Leo, Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You're very welcome here. And please, guys, keep in mind that this is a general reading, so only take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't. And of course, hi, cross-watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Leo. Who wouldn't be? I like for my Leos and cross-watchers, energy is fluent. This really means that you guys may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading, or you may feel the roles are flipped, reversed. Completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get this reading started. I like to start off my readings by doing a mini meditation to clear and set the energy, but if you're just here for the card pull, I understand. And you guys can go ahead and check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps. For those of you who are with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect to your energy by doing this. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in, and I'm going to ring the sound bowl 3 times. And during that time, I just want you to open up your energy to ask the questions you have in regards to your love life. If there is a certain someone, start thinking about them now, and we'll see what Spirit has to say. So let's go ahead and take the deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Leo. All right, Leo, let's go ahead and see what Spirit has to say for you guys from now to the end of the month. And this is just kind of like a mid-month check-in for you guys. And for this reading, I am tuning into an energy in or around your psychic field of someone that has romantic feelings or intentions towards you right now in this moment, whether you are single or taken, whether you're currently in a connection or in separation with this energy. Let's see whose energy is coming through for you. Why are they coming through? What does this mean for you guys for your love life? You know, I'm seeing a river, and I wonder if there's someone that lives by like a river, maybe even a famous river, or this person used to like camp with you, maybe do river floating with you guys. There's a flow that they want to create with you or to continue to have with you, I'm seeing. I also saw like a V-neck t-shirt that someone could be wearing right now, or last time you saw them, or that's their go-to is a like V-neck tee. Maybe even the letter V as in Vince or Vanessa, first and the last initial, can mean something to someone. Tell me more about this energy for Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay. First card out we have is Cupid's arrow, and it says, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation or meeting, hesitation. So there's definitely someone that has you on target, okay? They definitely want to get your attention. They definitely want to get you to notice them. They definitely are crushing, but it feels like crushing, and maybe there's a little playful chemistry between the two of you. Maybe there's been a little bit of flirtation between the two of you, but I think that there's definitely have an eye set on you. And I wonder if this is Aquarius energy. I'm just saying like Valentine's Day for some of you guys with this Cupid arrow. So someone could have strong Aquarius in your chart, in their chart, whatever the case may be. But there's definitely someone that is looking to set something forward with you, and they kind of have like their arrow locked and loaded, ready to make a move. Even some of you guys, this could be a Sagittarius or someone with strong Sagittarius in their chart. And tell me more about this energy for Leo. Air spirit with knowledge, number 1. So here's air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. But I feel it's more so of a message. And you know what was interesting? I was kind of struggling with my throat chakra, kind of still am right now, but this is someone who doesn't know what to say, how to say it, and they've been wanting to say it, but they get a little nervous, a little choked up, and they hold themselves back from doing it. But I wonder from now to end of the month, they finally will be reaching out. They finally will be making a move that will be very clear to you that what their intentions are. I don't think there's any more sidestepping. I don't think there's going to be any more shyness. I think they're hyping themselves up to finally shoot their shot at you. So I would definitely keep your phone close. I see it as coming through as a text message, like a "we need to talk" or "I want to talk to you," maybe even an invite to something here. And I wonder if you guys too met through like a surprise meeting, you know, by chance you guys met each other at an event, at a party, at a friend's house, and they still have been thinking about you since. Okay, tell me more. Tell me more about this energy for Leo. Okay. Risk. I'm ready to take a leap of faith and risk it all for you. So they're definitely going off for what they see it as being. Like, they don't really know how you feel. Again, I don't think you guys have really divulged that with each other, but despite not knowing how you come from or where you're seeing things, they still just are feeling like it's worth to actually just try. So I definitely feel as if they're going to tell you that they like you, or they want to ask you out on a date, or they just want to get conversation going where it gets to the point where they reveal more and more of their feelings and their desires for you. So Leo, I would say buckle up, because I think there's going to be some sort of revelation, some sort of spark and truth that could take this to the next level. And I think it's someone that, again, you have this playful energy with, this chemistry, this flirtation with, but you really kind of wanted them to move forward, maybe because you felt like you did your effort on your end. So now the ball is in their court, and I think they're going to do something about it. So let's go ahead and get the tarot out. And with the tarot, I'm going to ask how they feel about you right now. What do they think of you? What do they like about you? What do they not like about you? What do they like about the connection they have with you currently, and what do they not like about it? And what are their highest hopes and deepest fears in regards to this connection with you, Leo? What are they really hoping is going to happen and unfold between the two of you? And what are they afraid of? Yeah, so they're definitely knowing there's a risk here. Their heart space is definitely very much like excited, feeling really positive about the momentum, although it could be small. It's kind of gradually getting better, but with their thoughts, they know there's a chance with the Five of Cups that they could be disappointed, that you may not feel the same way, that they could be hurt. I'm going to get all the cards out here so we can do a deep dive. What an interesting 2 cards here that just came out that we'll share in a second. I'm seeing popcorn. I don't know. Maybe you went to the movies with this person. They came over to watch a movie with you. Someone could live by a movie theater. Jeez. Yeah. Ooh, love that. Okay, yeah. They're afraid they're going to airball, but let's see. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands, Leo energy. Some of you could possibly be dealing with another Leo or someone with strong Leo in their chart. But yeah, I think if this is your energy, they definitely were very impressed by the first time they met you. And yes, it could be how handsome you are, beautiful you are, but there's just this power energy you have. When you walk into the room, you silently command it, you own it. And I feel with this King of Wands energy, it was just hard to deny the charisma, the confidence that you have. Even if you don't feel like you have it all the time, I think it comes effortlessly. And I feel with this King of Wands energy, it's just as if like they definitely know that they are dealing with a powerhouse here, that you are one to speak your mind, you're one that goes after your passions. And maybe some of you guys are very passionate with something you're involved with currently. Maybe that you're involved right now with your own business, or being a part of a business, or a part of a project, and they sense the determination within you. And they're kind of impressed by you being so comfortable and confident with yourself that you kind of just express, this is who I am, like it or not. And it sticks, like you mirror that, what they want to be, through your own confidence and assurance of yourself. And that kind of just dragged them in, Leo, absolutely. There could be someone that likes to go fishing or hunting on their spare time as well. So let's get into this. How they feel about you is the 8 of Wands, Sagittarius energy. Yeah, they feel like this is a good opportunity where things have been kind of subtly, psychically been exchanging between the two of you. They notice that you guys have been smiling at each other a bit, that you're looking on each other's social medias. I definitely wonder if there's a selfie you recently took, even like a mirror selfie, full-length mirror, that they thought, damn, Leo looks good, and they took note. They feel excited. They feel like maybe even there's certain subtle hints that they've been sending out that you've been responding to, which is adding to their want to kind of fully lock this in and go forward here. You guys could have met on social media or have been exclusively been talking through social media since, you know, you last seen each other. I do wonder too if someone could have met through the dating apps as well. But I feel overall that they think now is the time to do this, when strike when the iron is hot, right? Is kind of what their heart is telling them. But what they think about this connection or think about you is the 5 of Cups. Scorpio energy. They know there's a chance of there being disappointment because, like I said, I don't think you guys have been very transparent with one another as far as revealing your crush, revealing your desire for one another. So even though there may be chemistry and there may be playfulness, if it's not said and it's not confirmed in that way, there's definitely an indication that they could be reading the signs wrong, and that if they were to put themselves out there, you would just kind of shut that door on them. And they visualize that situation, which I think for a while, that visualization of you rejecting them has kept them at bay. So they don't want to get their hopes up, and that this is where their like overactive mind is kicking in. And I think they are preparing for the worst, but with their heart, there's something else that's feeling there that they're not letting their mind get too much in the way of. They think there's no way this is a coincidence that Leo sent me like a, you know, a flirty emoji or laughed at my jokes or kind of lingered on the touch a little bit longer. But they still think there's a real possibility of disappointment here. Now, what they like the most about you is the 7 of Swords. Aquarius energy. Now, this is where I thought this was an interesting placement. Some people take this as a negative card per se. First off, let's just start by saying you can have like an Aquarius rising, Aquarius moon, doesn't have to be. But I think you're very clever. You're very clever, very witty, and you know how to kind of, I don't want to say like lay out traps per se, but kind of just see what someone will do in a way that isn't super obvious that you're observing them, you're taking notes. But you'll do something, let's just say, this is just a pure example. Oh, it's really cold. I wish I had a jacket. And then they're like, oh, I'll give you your jacket. And you're like, okay, see? That, like, that's a point there. Like something along those lines, right? And I think through the 7 of Swords, they also know you're someone that knows how to pick their battles wisely. You know that you can always like voice your opinion, but there's some people that no matter what, it's just not worth the time and the energy on. And they can kind of see that if someone's trying to get under your skin. I think whether they witnessed this or just heard about an instance, they try to get under your skin, you're just not going to let it bother you. You're just going to let it slide because it's not important. It's not enough to trigger your ego. It's not enough to ruin your day. And by being smart with the battles you pick, I think they find really impressive. And I wonder too, because you could have King of Wands energy here, there's people that come for you like that, and it's out of their own jealousy or their own need because you are so confident and sure of yourself. They want to like level you out to their playing field. No, it just doesn't work. You just avoid it. And I think that's something that they really do like about you. It shows how smart and cunning and witty you are. And you know how to roast people in a way that like isn't just being mean. It could be playful, funny, but in a way that's really clever as well. What they don't like about you is the High Priestess. So Pisces energy, Cancer energy, so as a, as elusive as you may appear to be, I think they don't like the fact that you hide a lot of your emotions and you haven't fully revealed behind the curtain of if you feel a certain way about them. It's like, I don't know, almost as if with other people or in general, yeah, you are pretty swift and pretty knowledgeable as far as getting certain observations and knowing when to act or not, but sometimes they wish to know that inner part of you that some of you guys may keep really protected. And I wonder too, for some of you guys, not only are you very observant, but you could be very intuitive as well. And that could be a deadly combo for some people, because not only are you logically seeing what's playing out, but if there's something that isn't so logically obvious, you feel it. And they know there's not much that they can get by you. Even if they could get by with everyone else, you notice it. And it's almost as if, I know this is going to sound kind of weird or cliche, but it's like you see into their soul a bit in a way that's rare, and you make them feel exposed. And they haven't really felt that with a lot of people but you, Leo. What they like the most about this connection is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So this is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. I'm reading this as I feel it, and it's almost as if like there's not a lot of pettiness with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. There's grown energy here, and I wonder if in someone's past they dealt with people that were just very sloppy, messy, didn't know how to really move forward in a mature way. I wonder with this Page of Pentacles in reverse too, of what they like about the connection is that, again, you're someone that just doesn't waste your time on something that you don't see would evolve or be beneficial. And the fact that you've been putting some effort into this with them knowing that makes them feel a little special in that way. Now, others of you, we could read it a little bit more verbatim with this exact card and kind of indicate that for a while there hasn't been pressure to do anything. That, by keeping it ambiguous, it doesn't mean a yes or a no. So it could kind of just leave that anticipation there for neither of you kind of putting that one step forward or that attempt. But I think that's riding its course now. And I think that they are seeing that although they liked that part of the connection for some time, there's something that has to shift to keep your attention going, Leo. Why am I saying that? Because what they don't like about the connection is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Virgo energy. So in the upright, we can look at the Knight of Pentacles as being someone who is committed, who is in for the long run. In reverse, they're taking too damn long, okay? And it's like they halt themselves because they're extremely cautious. And so I don't know if they're seeing you as this person that's being extremely cautious, or they are realizing it themselves. And for the fact that this is carried on for too long, the energy starting to get stale is a really good way to describe it. And they don't want that stale energy to continue here. They don't want it to plateau for it to eventually just run out. And maybe for some of you, and again, I'm just the messenger, but they may have felt like maybe they planted a little bit of breadcrumbs or like a little bit of a trail for you to follow. And it just, you haven't really been acting on that. And so they're wondering if there is just still a little bit of that guard, or there could just be disinterest there. And that makes them worry a bit. I don't know. I feel for some of you guys, again, not every message is for you, but it's almost like this has been going on for months and maybe even since like the beginning of summer. And they think that by now there should have been some sort of movement that hasn't happened. And someone's being very stubborn in that way of refusing to like move it forward. But maybe it's because they felt like they did a lot. Now it's the other person's turn. And I just saw a motorcycle too that someone could ride or be into, or a dirt bike or something. Highest hopes is the Ten of Cups. Pisces energy. So they're hoping that despite the little bit of the tit for tat, the little bit of sidestepping, that both of you will actually see by the end of this month that there is real promise here that you two can evolve into being each other's partners that they're very happy with. You get along really well. You understand each other very well. And that maybe even if you guys have been hanging out, that if you've only kind of been viewing each other as like friends that you flirt with into something that could be a lot more fulfilling. They do want to make you their boyfriend or girlfriend, but they're hoping that with the Ten of Pentacles that you would feel the same way and that you're looking for the same things. But they do feel ultimately from getting to know you thus far, you guys may have a lot of similar hobbies, similar tastes, that it would just be pretty harmonious between the two of you to have this type of Ten of Cups energy, and it would flow very easily once it gets started. But deepest fears is Knight of Cups in reverse. Pisces energy. Yeah, airballing, right? Like when I said shoot their shot and it just doesn't go. They're afraid that their romantic advances towards you would be rejected, that you would be emotionally unavailable, that you're not looking for that type of romance at this time. And they're afraid of getting their feelings hurt, honestly, especially because there hasn't been that 100% confirmation yet. So although there's a little bit of a mental fear and the fear of, getting rejected here, I think ultimately they do want to take this risk because they know you're worth it. All right, Leo, to see the likely outcome of this situation, what is likely to happen and unfold from now to end of the month, you need to be aware of. We're going to go ahead and take this to Patreon for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you likely outcome, pull some more tarot oracle cards, just dive deeper into this to see what they're going to do, not do, what else I can tell you about this situation. So if you guys really felt this was your reading and you still have more questions, I promise they'll be answered in the extended reading. So if you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box of this video where you'll find the link to Patreon that will take you to the extended. But if this is where you depart, Leo, I really hope this resonated with you. I hope this is giving you the clarity, insight, healing, guidance that you were looking for by watching this message. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Leo, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Leo.